victory over them all. Oh God has given me victory over them all. Such beauty, oh God has given me victory over them all. Such beauty, oh God has given me victory over them all. I'm winning, oh God has given me victory over them all. I want victory, oh God has given me victory over them all. He has given me victory, oh God has given me victory over them all. God has given me victory over them all. God has given me victory over them all. Go to your Facebook, is there? We're on Facebook already. God has given me victory over them all. Oh, God has given me victory over the enemies. Good evening, everyone that is watching me this night from far and near. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be this time. We all live in different places, so we have different time. Well, welcome to this R&B gospel music program, The Reality of the Young Generation. Once again, good evening, and I welcome you all in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. You all are welcome. Please share the page, invite your friends to join us on this platform this evening. We're going to discuss something very, very important about we Africans. Why do we find it so difficult to achieve our dreams, to achieve our goals? Why do we find it so difficult? That sometimes we need to challenge ourselves to face the reality in life. So please share the page and invite your friends to join us this evening. You all are welcome once again. As you do that, God will bless you richly. I have in the house with me a brother, a friend, a son, a colleague that is so dear and close to me and to my family in the house. And I've known him for more than 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. And I know what he's capable of doing and what he has achieved on his own. And I want him to just begin to upload some of his ability that God has blessed him with, the wisdom that God has blessed him with to us. So he's going to give us a little tip of the eyeball so that we can get understanding of what we are going to do, what we are here to do this evening. So I have with me Mr. Okocha, Brother Happy, a minister of the gospel, and also a servant of God as well. He might not be a pastor, but believe me, he's loaded. So you're welcome, Mr. Okocha in the house, Brother Happy. God bless you once again for this wonderful privilege to be in this platform.
Thank you so much. Viewers, good evening to everyone. As she have rightly introduced, I'm Okocha Happy Marcel, and I believe I'm the first Okocha Happy Marcel. And before me, there has not been Okocha Happy Marcel, and after me, there will not be Okocha Happy Marcel. So I believe I am one and only Okocha Happy Marcel, and that means that I have a special purpose, as you have as well. So thank you very much. It's a privilege for you to have me in your platform here. And today is 17th of August, 2020. And there has not been on the 17th of August, 2020. And after today, being Tuesday, on the 17th of August, 2020, there will not be any day on earth again. That will be 17th of August, 2020. So today is today, and after today, today will be no more. So that is the reason why every day that God woke us up, we have to ask ourselves some questions like, why am I awake today? Why am I alive today? What am I going to do today? So as she have rightly introduced what we are going to discuss today, it's not only limited to we that are Africans, but to the world at large. Why do we find it so difficult to achieve what we really want in life? Because I and you, we know that when we were very little, in our tender age, we had a good dreams. We have a lot of dreams. Some said, I'm going to become a medical doctor. Some said, I'm going to become a lawyer. Some said, I'm going to become, different good careers. We have professed, we have prophesied, we have wished ourselves good that we are going to become such people in the nearest future. But what happened to our dreams? Why is it that everything that, we have dreamed when we were young, today, it seems like it's not real, that all our dreams were fake? So today I have come to let you know that those dreams that we had when we were very little, they were not fake, but they are some things that came on our way on the process of growing up. And because of that, we were unable to achieve it. And I have come to tell you that it is possible, and it is possible again. So thank you so much for having me this evening. And I would like to start by asking 5 questions. And as well, we are going to answer it together. And these are the 5 questions that shift my mind. These are the 5 questions that made me to start thinking differently from the usual way that I used to think. And for those of us that are viewing us, I think if you have your pen there, or if you can record these 5 questions, because it is very necessary that everyone living on earth must answer these 5 questions. You might answer it indirectly without knowing that you have answered these 5 questions. And number 1 is, where are you from? That is the first question. Where are you from? Average human beings on earth don't really know where they came from. By the way, when I was in secondary school, JSS story, my social study teacher taught me that we came from ape under the evolution of a man. So I might believe that so many people don't really know where they came from. So for me, I knew where I came from. And since I know where I came from, that will give you another mentality, that will give you another philosophy to understand whom you are. And the second question there is, who are you? I'm not talking about my name is Happy, your name is Rebecca, the other person's name is Victor. No, I'm talking about who are you? Also, the average human being on earth don't really know whom they are. And if you don't know whom you are, you don't even know the potentials in you, and you don't know how to use your potentials, because anything that is not known, the abuse is inevitable. So that is the reason why we always abuse our potentials that God has given us. Don't forget the first question, where are you from? The second one is, who are you? Now, the third question is, why am I here? Why am I here? I'm not talking about you are in Italy, you are in Germany, you are in Africa, you are in Ghana, you are in Nigeria. No. I'm talking about, why are you on earth? So if you could answer this question, the reason why you are on earth, because let me just take, for example, when you hear when people are calling Cristiano Ronaldo, your mind will just go to soccer, because you know he plays football. That is his career. When they are talking about Matteo Salvini, your mind will go to government, politics, because you know that is his own career. So if I may ask a question, if they should call your name today, if they should call my name today, if they should call each and every one of us name today, what would people use to remember you? Like you, when they said Mrs. Rebecca, maybe someone's mind might just go to a gospel artist, because a lot of people has come to know that you are a good singer and you have good albums. So they identify you by the reason why you are on earth. So if there is nothing that people are using to identify you, probably you have not discovered your purpose. So that is that. Why am I here? It has to do with purpose. Now, the fourth question is, what can I do? What can I do? So many people on earth, including me myself, when I was very little, when I see something that is good, I will admire it. I will try to pursue it. If I see another thing that is good, I will admire it. I will try to pursue it. So I've been pursuing diverse
things.
without putting my mind in one place. But right from the day I answered this question, what can I do? I remain on track. Even though the thing is difficult for me to do, even though the thing seems to be difficult, but since I have made up my mind and I have a mindset and I believe this is what I can do, it doesn't matter how many years it will take me, I will stay on track. I will pursue the dream. Then the last question is, where are you going to? Where are you going to? That is the last question, because this number, the fifth question, where am I going to? It has to do with your destination. A lot of people don't really know that the people they follow, the way you spend, the type of words you that proceed out of your mouth, all these things affect where you are going to. For example, just let me make reference with the Bible. Anytime I'm reading the Gospel of Luke, in chapter 1, there came a time when the angel of the Lord came to Mary and said to Mary, you are going to have a child. And Mary asked a question. How is it going to happen? I'm a virgin. I don't know any man. Is it possible? And the angel of the Lord, the second answer was, go and meet Elizabeth. So what has Mary's question?
How is it Elizabeth?
Yes. How is it going to happen? I'm a virgin. And the angel of the Lord is telling Mary, go and meet Elizabeth. So that is to say that what you are going to become in life, for you to achieve it, you need somebody who has the same vision with you. So you might ask yourself this question: if I want to become a gospel artist, how many friends do I have that are gospel artists? If I'm going to become a millionaire, how many friends do I have that are millionaires? If I'm going to become a graduate, how many friends do you have that are graduates? So this is just the preamble. These are the 5 questions that really shift my mind, and it made me to think the way I'm thinking today. So I believe everyone that will answer this question, the same thing as well will happen to them. Thank you so much.
God bless you. I believe we've had what I've just said. The questions is just stated down, and I believe we can answer them honestly by ourselves. If we can be honest to ourselves, we'll get the right answer. Then we'll be able to locate our steps. If we are going the wrong way, I believe we can able to direct our steps again by correcting them if we can answer these questions. Now, I want to ask my beloved brother a question here, because he's an asylum seeker just like me and you in Italy. And I believe worldwide people are watching, even though they're not in Italy. But for him to sum up the courage to write a book, to make not even one book, many books, about 3 or 4 so, but the first book that he took his time to write about, which is love. I think God's love.
Okay, rediscovering the meaning of love.
Yes, discovering the meaning of love. How do you come about, or what inspired you to write that book?
That is a good question. So the title of the book is Rediscovering the Meaning of Love. That is this book here. I know a lot
Yes.
of people have seen. And as we all know, that word love is one of the words that are most commonly used on earth. Every day we hear about love, 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 love. And this word that almost everybody uses.
God bless you, ma, for watching us.
What
Omo Lola. God bless you, ma. Once again, you're welcome as you're watching us in this program. All of you that took their time to watch us, God bless you. Please share the page. You are welcome. Yes, sir. Continue.
Thank you. So as I was saying, every day I do hear about love, 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 love. And when I'm reading my Bible, everything I see about love is contrary to what we normally profess to be love. So when I come to you, I say, I love you. I go to another person, I say, I love you. I go to another person, I say, I love you. When I go to the native doctor's house, I hear the word love. I go to the church, I hear the same word love. I go to the school, I hear the same word love. Every system, everywhere, we do hear about love, love, love. So if I still open my Bible, I still see the same word love. So I have to go and find out what is this meaning of love. So I came to realize that really we have different types of love, like filial, like agape. Let me just explain them briefly. Like filial is like when you said, I love this aeroplane, I love this book, I love this car. It just have to do with admiring something material that you just like. Then we still have eros, eronos. So this kind of love is like a fleshly love. Let me use that term. It's like a lustful love. Then we still have another one that Bible really emphasizes, which is agape. Then when we are talking about love, 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 we don't differentiate these three kinds of love. So because of that, we have lost the original meaning of love. That is why I came up with the idea rediscovering. Anytime you hear rediscovering or retrieve, you know that it is something that has, that has been lost. You can rediscover something that has been lost. You can retrieve what has been lost. So truly, the meaning of love, we have lost it. In our church, we have lost it. In our schools, we have lost it. In our systems, we don't really show the real meaning of love, which could be translated as agape. So, because of this, though the book is voluminous, in the book I talk about love, I talk about forgiveness, which is synonymous to love, that you cannot love someone without forgiving the person, and you cannot be someone that loves people without you having the spirit of forgiveness. I talk about religion, living above religion, that anybody that has love must live above religion, because religion brings hatred. Most of the religious people we have on earth, almost 90%, they don't profess love, they don't show love. So I still want us to understand that when a king speaks, it becomes a law. For example, I myself, I believe in Christ, and every word of Christ, I have heard them to become the word of a king. And if Jesus Christ could say that we should love our neighbor as ourselves, as a new commandment, and also he said we should love those who hate us, we should love our enemies. So I see no reason why we should not put this love called agape in the forefront of all our affairs, anything we are doing. So I still went on to write so many things about love, like prophecy without love is nothing, which Bible has also emphasized. Anything you are doing without putting the virtue of love is nothing. It will profit nothing. So this is just the background of the book. The book is all about love. I believe that is the first book I published here in Italy.
So, because of the situation around you, the way people are behaving, that prompt you to write something about love.
Yes, actually, I've had a lot of experiences where people live their life without love. And I will tell you emphatically that anybody living without love must be in misery, must be in depression. A lot of people you are seeing today that, you know, they felt they have gone astray, they felt that they won't make it in life. All these things happens in the absence of love. Where you see war, you see fights, you see a lot of things, you see armed robbery, just name them. Anything bad you see is the absence of love. Because if love is available in anywhere, if we could spread this love to everywhere, you could see that all these things we are saying, like armed robber, kidnapping, all these things will not be there. So love is the first thing that we ought to put in our forefront. So that is it.
Okay. I saw you wrote a book, Avoid Excuses. Was it? I think that was the second book, Avoid Excuses.
That was the second book I published here.
Yeah. So, why do you write about that particular book, Avoid Excuses?
Okay, just like the preamble of this program, I told you that we all had a dream when we were very little. And if I ask almost all my friends and other people just to do a little research, what they would tell me the reason why they couldn't achieve their dreams, all of them were excuses, just like I was not having enough money to go to school. I was not having enough money to learn handwork. I don't have father. I don't have mother. I enter a wrong as in everything they said is just about excuses. And excuses are the primary reason why we are unable to achieve what we want in life. So anything that has made you not to achieve what you want in life, all of them are excuses. For example, if you said you don't have a husband, that is why you are not happy. What of those who are in their husband's house, they are not happy? If you said you don't have parents, that is why you didn't go to school. What about people that they don't even know their parents, but today they are professors, they are graduates? If you said that one thing or the other is the reason why you're unable to achieve what you want, what of people who have not even tasted what you have tasted, who have not even touched what you have touched, but they achieve the same thing? So that is the reason why I said excuses are the primary reason why we fail to achieve what we want in life. And moreover, I would also advise us that most of the times, once something like, let me call it failure, because that language failure, I don't like even pronouncing it, but let me just say failure. When people try something new or they tend to achieve something, they wish to achieve something, immediately they fail at the first time. The next thing is for them to quit. And that is very bad. And then I still want us to understand that 5 minutes exam cannot define your intelligence. Even though you have written so many exams you have failed, that 5 minutes exam, 1 hour exam that you have failed, it cannot define your intelligence. For example, you fail for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, things are not working well with you. Even 6 years, things are not working well with you. 6 years cannot be used to judge your 70 or 80 years you are going to live on earth. So these are the things that people need to understand. So like everything about this book is just how to avoid all these excuses, which are the primary reason why we're unable to achieve what we want in life. And once you avoid your excuse, you can achieve anything, you can achieve everything you wish or thought. So that is just the hint of the book.
God bless you, sir. So, we've heard what the brother said. We should stop giving excuses for every little thing. Even if you try to make an attempt and things is not working, still make an attempt. Don't give up. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on anything you are doing. I would love to ask this question. Okay. During the lockdown, there is a topic you spoke about. You can keep making progress, something like that. You can make a progress. It's not only by going to work, even that there is no work, you can still make income.
Okay,
something like that. I can't remember really.
The exact topic is prepare for your next 2 years.
Okay.
Prepare for your next 2 years. Yeah, the reason why I made the video is on my YouTube. The title is Prepare for Your Next 2 years. No, I'm a type of person that anything that is happening, I like to find out when it's going to end, how it started, how do we overcome it. So I'm always on the positive side. I call it positive initiative. So anytime there is problem, I will try to ask myself, what is the solution? How can I overcome this problem? So on the process of my thoughts, so I realized that this pandemic could last up to 2 years. And for us to overcome it, apart from we are going to be praying, we are going to be maintaining social distancing, putting on our masks to cover ourselves, just to protect ourselves. Apart from all these things, we need to prepare economically. So that is the reason why I did that video, Prepare for Your Next 2 years. Now, the summary of the video I did was, number one, I said that we shouldn't buy what we don't need. Because as we all know, we believe that everywhere is coming down. All of a sudden, since last week now, everywhere, the thing is now increasing. That is not our prayer, but we can see it is coming again. We did not, we did not invite the virus. It is what we have come to see. So we got to prepare for it. So we should not buy what we don't need. Like all those things we want, like you just buy this thing, you don't really need it. You buy something, you don't need it. It is time for us to save money because we don't really know how it's going to be. So another thing I emphasize on the video is that we should switch to some careers, some things that are very important to us, some things that we human beings need. And in that video, I made mention of farming. I said farming is the most important career on earth now. The reason why I said so is because even the doctors we eat, everybody.
God bless you, ma, for coming online to watch us. God bless you, ma. You're welcome, Evangelist. God bless you.
Mom, you are welcome. So as I was saying, farming is very important, and people have neglected farming, too much. But if people could switch into farming, farming provide, food for us. And apart from that, I still made mention of all this health career, being a nurse, being a doctor, working in the laboratory, anything you are doing that is related to health, that is very important. But the last one, which is the most important one to us, because let me say, for some of us who have chosen our career, it's too late to swap into another careers. But what we can do at the comfort of our home, there are a lot of things, especially online business, that we could learn even in 1 week, and we'll start it. I know a lot of people are saying that there are a lot of scammers online. There are a lot of people duping people online. All those things they explain is not true. Anything they talk about online business is scam. This is the mentality of a poor man. They always everything is fake, everything is this, everything is that. So why am I saying this? During the lockdown, a lot of work stopped. And if we did not prepare for the next 2 years, for another years to come, if the first coronavirus comes, your work will stop. The second one, God forbid, but the second one, maybe eventually it might come. They stop your work as well, and you are not doing anything. God forbid, we are not praying for it. The third one might come, and you are passing through the same process. That is to say, you are not a good learner, and you are not living by experience, because what this is teaching us that we should not cast all our eggs in one basket. We should, put all our investment in different portfolio, especially the digital portfolio, because coronavirus is not going to stop all this digital portfolio. Like this Zoom we are using, a lot of people don't know anything about Zoom. But during this lockdown, everybody started using this Zoom. There were about few people that were using the Zoom, about 1 million downloads. But go to Google Play now, it's up to 10 million downloads now, because a lot of people are using it. So that is the reason why I'm saying we should learn more digital skills, that even though they lock you up in your house, they lock you down in your house, you can still feed yourself, feed your family, and do a lot of things. So that is all about the video. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, what do you have to say to most Africans that have come to observe in this, especially in this Europe, even though they are single or they are married, but they are very wasteful, they're very wasteful economically. They are they waste money as if they go to the junction and pick the money. For example, you will just see somebody living in the camp. You don't have documents, you are not working, but you have 3 phones. Only you as a president or what? What is the use for? You have 3 phones that is cost almost 800 euro for one. That even the one that is working, that is being employed, don't have that kind of phone. What do you have to say to these Africans that do have this mentality of carrying phones around, as if phones is what make them to feel as if they are more recognized? Because I believe they are listening to me. So exactly. As if you are a black, I'm a black. Let's talk to ourselves so that we can advise ourselves.
Okay, just as I've earlier said, when the purpose of something is not known, the abuse is inevitable. When you don't know the purpose of something, you always use it wrongly. And as I've rightly said earlier again, your purpose determines how you spend. Your vision determines how you spend. For example, in your house, you are just going from your house to Nide supermarket, because I know your house, I know where the Nide supermarket is. It's about 200 meters. You can just trek it for 2 minutes. You cannot board a plane going to the Nide market. You cannot even board a bus to the Nide market. Why? Because it is too close. So just as you were saying, what they are doing now, they are boarding plane to where they are going, which is about 100 meters or 200 meters, that they can even trek within 1 minute. So the reason why is because they don't have vision. They don't have purpose. I wrote an article in my blog. I said, there is nothing good about a new year if you don't have purpose in that new year. There is nothing good about a new month if you don't have purpose about the new month. There is nothing even good. Some people might say that since I am alive, there is hope, there is this. Let me tell you, the greatest tragedy in life is a life without a purpose. Some persons have been living for 50 years without even knowing the reason why they are living. So it's so pathetic. What I will advise them to do is to answer that first 5 questions that I asked. Number 1 is, where are you from? Who are you? What can you do? Why are you on earth? What can you do? Where are you going? So they don't even know the reason why they are on earth. So they don't have vision at all. For example, man, if you earn, for example, 5,000 euro every month, and your vision is to set up a company of 100,000 euro, and you know that this 5,000 euro, if you are saving this 5,000 every month, in 1 year, you will save 60,000. In 2 years, you will build up this company. So when you receive this 5,000, if you useless it and save only 500 euro, that company, you can never build it. You can never set it up. So these people don't have vision. They don't have purpose. They don't have something they are looking into. Mommy, it's just like when you are playing football, they remove the goalpost. You don't know where to shoot your ball to.
Oh.
So people are just playing ball without goal. So they don't know where to shoot the ball to. That is why they can take ball, just throw it to over, throw it to the corner, throw it to the corner. So what I'm trying to tell them is that they should go to their bedroom and think. When everybody have slept, they should wake up in the midnight. Ask yourself question, why am I living? What am I living for? Why am I on earth? Ask yourself questions. What can I do? You write it down and you start doing it. So this is the advice I have for them. Once you have a vision, the vision even will determine the people that you follow. If you want to become a president tomorrow, and you know that before you become a president, you might be up to 60 to 70 years, you will know that smoking too much is not good. Smoking is not good. It might damage you before you become a president. So let me not take too much of your time. What I was just saying is that they should have a purpose, they should have a vision.
Praise the Lord.
Why they are living. So that is what I have.
Thank you so much for this response. Please, my beloved brother that is watching us, or my sister, whosoever, be single or married, let's know our purpose while we are here. If not only in this Italy, but why are we on this earth? Please, let us stop using our money wrongly. I know I'm not the one giving you the money, but they say iron sharpeneth iron. We need to help ourselves. We need to watch our back so that we can guide our steps. That is why we are brothers keepers. That is why that we make the Africans to stand strong in this land and speak, that they will give us a listening here. Because if we live a life that is not right, that do not show any sign of, as a Christian or whatsoever religion you believe, if you believe that it belongs to, they won't listen to you. So let our acts speak than the way we open our mouth to speak. Our actions, they say actions speak louder than voice. So it's our behavior that will attribute what we really want to speak out. Please, let's do everything possible to try to minimize the way we spend money. And also the other thing that I've come to realize, because I've tried to, I know I'm in the midst of young people most time. Yeah. I've observed, I ask questions, because there are people that don't even listen to the preaching anymore in the church. They go to church, but they are just going there. Let it don't be as if I'm not go to church. Rebecca just go. The church has become a cinema. They are going there to watch film. They're not going there to pray, because the church of itself is now cinema. So we don't know where we should go and pray anymore, whether we should stay at home or we should go to church. But nevertheless, if you are going to church, I observe the way they, especially for the women, the ladies, they dress as if they are going to Padova club or wherever they are living, as if they are going to a club, without differentiating the house of God from their house. What do you think about our Africans, the way we dress when we go to church?
Okay, without fear of favor, I want to say that everything in life has its own register. The register, I mean, to the language. The doctors have the way they dress. Engineers have the way they dress. If you are a banker, you have the way you dress. Anything you are doing, you have the way you dress. In the house of God, we still have code, the way we dress. And simply, the reason why it's good to dress well to church is because when you don't dress well, the problem is not only to you. You are trying to put other people in problem as well. Because the way you dress, apart from people who also address you in that way, there are some people that dress half naked. And a lot of us that are men, especially we that are men, when we see such people, I'm not going to exclude myself because I'm a man. When we see such people, you know, you may look to the person The first time, the second time, the third time, and the fourth time, you may be thinking something different in your mind. You may be lusting after the person, and that will reaffirm the word of Jesus Christ when he said, any man that look on a woman lustfully. Why we don't have to dress anyhow to church. It is good to dress decent. It is good to, not even only to church, even to everywhere we are going. It is good to dress decent, cover ourselves. So that is my own personal opinion to that.
So, you all are welcome once again, but Chooks and Mrs. Okweme, if I'm not pronouncing it, we're not vexed. Patricia, I want to pronounce your husband's surname, but it's very strong. You're welcome. Thank you for watching us this evening. Please share the page, share the link to your friends, and let them join us this evening. If you have any question to ask our beloved brother, is an African like you. I believe he's not a pastor, so you can feel free to ask him any question. So he will answer you. He said he's well loaded, he's prepared. He will answer you. If you ask him any question, he will answer you. So please go ahead and put your question down and ask him whatsoever thing you want to ask. My beloved brother, I want to know, can you give us a little bit of your experience in this Italy? Because there are many blacks that think because without documents, all hope is lost. There are many blacks that think without job, all hope is lost. Some of them even have documents, but they can't go out to find a job. While some don't have documents, but they still went out to look for a job, and God still make a way and provide job for them. So in these two cases now, you don't have job, but you have documents. You have documents, you don't have job. What is their faith? And what do you think you can advise them that will bring their senses to the normal way that we ought to think as black?
All right. Avoid your excuse and get your result. First of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that looking for a job, having a job is not easy here. I want to acknowledge the fact. But this question you asked me, I have a friend. And this, my friend, in this country now, even though you have 6 months visa, they can also permit you to work with it. That is the 6 months sojourner that newcomers normally have. Then, when my friend was in the possession of this 6 months visa, I do tell him to go out to look for work. He said, no, I'm waiting for the 2 years or the 5 years to come first. I asked him a question. I said, can you tell me the difference between this 6 months visa and the 5 years visa they are going to give you, or the 2 years visa? Since you can work with this document, you can work with the 2 years, you can work with the 5 years. Why are you waiting for you to have the 2 years and the 5 years before you be serious looking for a job? Fortunately for him, within 3 months, they called him from the immigration office, which is the Questora. They gave him 5 years document. Wow. And he's in the possession of the 5 years document. He don't have work. Why? Because in psychology, there is what they call classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Something that you are not used to.
You can never do.
You can't do it. It will be very difficult for you to be motivated and start doing it again. And that is the reason why I have to say that when you are having the 6 months visa, there is no too much difference between the people that has the 2 years or 5 years and you yourself. The only difference is that maybe you cannot travel to America, you cannot travel to London, you cannot travel to France, you cannot travel to, but you are here, you can work, you can do everything that you want to do. So I believe all those things are excuses. All those things are excuses. You having the 6 month visa does not restrict you not to do what you want to do. You can work, you can start a business, you can buy a house, you can do anything you want to do. So if anyone is saying, because I have this 6 months visa, this 6 months document, that is the reason why I have not done a lot of things, that is a big lie. It's an excuse. And when someone hold on to such an excuse, I believe it will affect you, even though you have other documents. So my advice for them is that let them break the limit. The limit is only in their mind. Government did not impose a limit on them. They themselves impose it on them. So they should stop saying such thing. That is just my advice for them.
Okay. God bless you. Somebody is asking what is the topic for today. God bless you, Power Wash, Mr. Sheikh. You're welcome. The topic for today is why do Africans find it difficult to achieve their goals? Because the way we think has made things to be difficult for us. Why do we find it difficult for us to achieve our goals? That is the topic today. This is just a general topic that has to do with everybody. We are not today on the topic of the biblical, though we can blend it in and out, but just generally topic for everybody that has to do in this Europe. Now, I would love to know in this, how long have you stayed in this Europe, and what is your achievement so far that you have made in this land?
Okay. First of all, I'm 3 years plus now in this country. And 3 years is not 3 months. 3 years is not 3 weeks. And 3 years is not 3 days. Anyway, amidst all difficulties, I have seen a lot of good things that are in this country. And I would like to start by saying that in this life, the position you are matters a lot. When I mean position, I'm talking about geographical position. Before I will tell what I have achieved, it's not everything I'm going to talk about.
No, not, you can just
yeah, I understand.
Paraphrase.
I really want to acknowledge the very fact that we have an enabling environment for you to do whatever you want to do and achieve it. Because we have security here. We are not afraid of maybe someone will come to rob you and kill you. There will be bomb here. There will be bomb there. You are not afraid that when you carry laptop, police will hold you. We are not afraid that SARS will molest you. We are not afraid of so many things like that. So because here is free, it has given us room to do more. Not that because we are better than people in other countries, not that we are better than people elsewhere, just that we have utilized, and I have utilized the enabling environment to achieve what I want to achieve. First of all, the thing I achieved, first of all, is to increase my knowledge about God. You know, I was born and brought up from a religious background. I was born and brought up in the Catholic Church. So right from my tender age, they have been teaching me about God. But since I came to Europe, I have by myself, studied more about God. So I believe that is the first thing I have achieved. I know God more. But the second thing I would say that I have achieved, just as I've earlier said in the beginning of this program, is to rediscover my personal purpose, why I am on earth. You know, when I was in my country, Nigeria, all my mind was in the church and in the politics. So I was so political when I was in Nigeria, and still I was too religious when I was in Nigeria. But when I came over here, I discovered my purpose and I started pursuing it. And so far, I have written about 5 books. That is another achievement that I have achieved. And my birthday is on 29th of September that very day, I'm still going to present a new book on that very day. So I have achieved a lot of things. And something I don't want to speak about, which is not a real achievement, just an advice to my brothers and sisters. You know, sometimes we do say maybe somebody bought a car, somebody bought this, somebody bought this, somebody has a lot of money. All those things might not be the real achievement. And the greatest achievement I have achieved is impacting the lives of people. The greatest achievement I have achieved is helping people in need. The greatest achievement I have achieved is showing people love, people that are around me. I believe these are my greatest achievement, not the cars that I have, not the houses that I have, not this that I have, not that I have, not any material thing. So it is the impact that I have made in people's life, and I believe that is my greatest achievement. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this wonderful contribution. God bless you. One of the things that I admire so much is that despite you're an African, you do everything possible to do some courses in this land, which is not even English course. They are all in Italian language. The problem we are facing in this place is that the Africans are afraid of the language. They are living in Italy. They don't want to speak Italian language. They don't want to go to school. Even the language of itself, they don't want to study. We have a brother in our midst, which is Mr. Sheikh from England. He's going to join us now. He's on the platform already. He has a contribution to give to this topic. So he's here. It will soon. His camera was on just now, but I believe the network is doing some things. So I want you to enlighten that area. How were you able to cope to study the language for you to achieve those certificates that you were able to get, despite you are not born in this land? Because everything has to do with determination. As you said, what you cannot do, you can't do. But what you want to do, you can do, no matter the language. So that for those that think that, how can I learn this language? How can I speak this language? How can I work? That if an African brother can do it, they can do it as well. Even me that is sitting here, I have diplomas that I did in Caminega course, in hotel course, in Italian language. I did Tessa Media. I have my diploma as well in Italian. So it's not something that is not easy, though, but it's all take a determination. So what do you have to say?
All right, ma'am. First of all, I have to acknowledge that I am also a victim of this language learning, because my passion is that I put my passion, I put my time, but generally, I don't learn language so fast. The reason why I'm saying it is because of those who think that they don't know the language at all, therefore they can't go to school. I personally, I speak the language, but I don't speak it very well. But I can read, I can understand, I can write. So all is just all about passion, all about my purpose. So when I write my vision statement, I say, this is what I'm going to do in life. This is what I want to achieve next year. This is what I want to achieve next 2 years. And I said, if I want to achieve this, I want to do this business. I want to do this business in this country. Definitely, what does it take to do this business? So I discovered that you have to go to this school. You have to go to this school. So that is how I put my time, I put my energy, everything. It's just all about dedication and determination. So that is how I was able to go to the school.
Okay. So I believe we are hearing his testimony. He was determined to achieve his goal by learning the language, but it took a step, first of all, to go to school and believe no matter how difficult it is, it will definitely make it out. So, and I believe you can do the same that is watching us. Don't lie on the bed, sleep all day, wake up in the morning and begin to think miracle will just fall for you to get work and begin to speak the language. No. Never. Everything in life is process. Never. When the baby is born, the baby will first of all be taking his mother's breast. Before you know, the baby learn how to begin to sit down. Before they begin to crawl with the stomach. Before you know, you begin to learn how to walk. Everything in life is staged. So you don't get everything automatically. So if you want to make it in this foreign land, you must prepare to speak their language. Even if you don't speak it 50%, but let your mind be fixed to it that this is what I want to do. You will definitely achieve it. Yeah. Mr. Shed, good evening. Can we see you now?
Hello, good evening.
God bless you. Good evening, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm very fine. Welcome.
This is my best friend, my brother from Africa. He's from Sierra Leone, stays in the UK. Okay. We are neighbors, very, very close. In fact, we are family. So I'm so happy to have you on this platform today.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it a bit. The question, I mean, the topic, as you said, my daughter just asked me, what topic again? I said, I don't know, but it's a good topic. Come and listen. Said, okay, I'll listen. Yeah. Yeah, you see, the problem with us Africans, when we come to, I mean, if we leave Africa and come into Europe or a different place, sometimes it's difficult to adapt because we've all used to certain things, and some of us don't like change at all. They have that mentality of being like us in Europe, for example, when you have people coming thinking, today I'm not getting up, it's cold. Yeah. But if you don't work, you don't get anything. Whereas back in Africa, there's an auntie or uncle, you can go there and eat. But exactly. Here, there's nothing like that. You have to, what they say, I say word that you have to persevere, or manage what you have. Like, for example, I'll tell you, there was a guy that wanted a job, and I helped him out, said, this is what you have to do. He said, claim a job. I can't do it. I'm too big for that. And I said, my friend, listen, manage what you have until you get what you want. It's as simple as that. Yeah. If not, you will not survive. Yeah. And then he said, oh, no, I can't do it. I said, okay, you go and think about it. Then every week, like, we would talk, he'll ask me, oh, bro, can I have 10 pounds? I'll give it to him. There was a day that I said, you see, if you were working, at least they'll pay you 60 pounds every week. So why can't you go and do it? They keep asking me. I go to work every morning. Like, for example, tomorrow morning, I'm starting work at 4:30 in the morning. And he'll be at home sleeping. You see, the other thing again is sometimes we have to look back and try to keep away from our people back home in Africa. I'm not saying avoid them completely, because some of us feel that if your relative asks you for something, and if you don't give them, it's like you're doing bad, you're a bad person. No, sometimes you have to tell them, let them understand that this place is not a joke. Yeah. You need to understand money doesn't come like that. Yeah. Because if that's the case, then it will help us to be able to at least save some money and be able to help them. Say if you don't cut your coat according to your size, if you do not cut your coat according to your size, you say, okay, oh, mommy wants this, mommy wants that, or auntie wants this, auntie wants that. You end up not having anything for yourself, even food, because this place is full of bills, bills, bills. And the most important thing is to hold on to God. Yeah. If you don't do that in this part of the world, you go astray easily. You can get involved in drugs because you want quick money.
Yeah.
You can do bad things, then you go to jail, be in prison for no reason. But if you have God, then that's different. You know, when I was in Africa, I believe so much in God. That's what God has done for me. I don't think I can explain it at all, at all. I came to UK year 2000. Yes.
Okay.
And up to this day, I thank God, immigration issue doesn't come my way at all. I've never used a lawyer to seek for my case because when I came here, I followed the procedure and prayed to God and said, God, if it's your will, let it be done. And that's how God worked for me. Believe in Him, go to church, give your offering and tithes, do God work, tell people about God. God listens to everybody. You might say, oh, things are happening bad to me, but I'm still having hardship. Yes, God tests people. You just have to hold on to Him. If not, you fall apart. You know, I've been here now 20 years now. Could you believe it? 20 years now I've been in UK and it has been good. I got family here, I got lots of friends, and soon the lockdown end, I'll come to Italy because I need to come and eat some pizza. Yeah.
You are welcome. Anytime you want to come.
Yeah.
We're
You see,
here.
so I just ask us as Africans, we need to hold on to God. And the other thing is we need to help each other out.
Talking about that one of help, the most problem that I've come to realize in this Europe, because I'm living in Italy, so I'll use Italy always to make an example. We Africans, we don't believe in helping each other. We believe in exchange of something. If I do for you, I must get something out of it. If you want to help me, you must pay me. Or in a sense that, how do I put it? For example, now there's a new law that just come out in this Italy for a document that the government is about to issue to people, but they only need people that has so certain amount of code that you can able to apply for the documents. There are some blacks that do have the code that they can only just sign the paper to help somebody for the government to give them this document. But the blacks are selling it 4,000 euros, 2,000 euros. So just to sign paper, just for them to use their name. And they're not the one going to issue this document to these people. It's the government. But they are selling it 4,000. And there is not 100% guarantee that among all the people that will put in for that document that will give everybody, they want to give only 6,000 people. And millions of people have put in for the document. If you pay 4,000 and they didn't give you the document, are they going to refund the money? No. This is how blacks treat themselves. That is how we describe love in this country. This is a place whereby blacks, when they see their fellow blacks is making progress, it becomes an envy to them. This is how they describe love in this Europe. And this is what is affecting us. We are blacks, but we don't support ourselves. We don't love ourselves. We don't watch our backs. We treat ourselves as if we are enemies. Brothers fight brothers, sisters fight sisters, even to their own nationality. And we are all blacks. This is the issue we are facing.
Yeah, I mean, just like, for example, as you know, we know as one, we are divided people. Like in Africa, you have, I mean, in Sierra Leone, you know, the Fullers, for example, what do? They help each other out. That's why You see the mouth shops everywhere. The Lebanese, the Indian, they help themselves out. For example, in the UK now, what I've noticed is they are doing a lot of Africans are doing some food, cooking food and sell food. And then, so when one person come up with the idea, then you see all of them want to do the same food. Then we're going to help each other out. See the problem.
This is African mentality.
Because all you have to do is look for another channel, go to that side, and then they will support you from the other side. And we all build as one. But now everybody cooks every day, puts on Facebook, I've got this food, I've got that food, come and buy. So it's just difficult. It's just difficult. I just pray that God will talk to some people and touch them and say, listen, this is not fair. Because sometimes we want to help, we want to do things, but when you look on the other side, sometimes when you help, they say, oh, this guy only help this. Why? Just say thank you. That's all you need to say. Thank you and God bless you. But they will then criticize that, oh, he works at this place, he earns this amount of money, then he only contributes £1. I mean, it's a money. £1 is a money. Oh, say thank you. Because we don't have that love. I just pray. I hope, I mean, even in the UK, people talk about Nigerians. Oh, they are this, they are that, they are that. But they support themselves. They support each other. Like when I want to go to the barber shop, I got some Nigerian guys there, very nice guys. I'll go there. You'll see the other Nigerians. They will come to the shop, buying drinks, sitting down, having a chat. The whole have a haircut, pay. That's support. But us, you as a Sierra Leonean, for example, you open a shop, all the Sierra Leoneans will not come there. They'll avoid you. Yeah, they will not come and patronize at all. You see, so it's so difficult. That's why when my brother just now, was talking about, and his experience and stuff, and which is very, very good. There'll be a time one day I will come and give a testimony about what God has done for me and my family. Yes, I'll do that very, very soon.
Amen. So, Mr. Okocha, what do you have to say? Do you have any question? We're about to round up. Do you have anything to say to the people? I want to ask my brother a question.
Actually, he has spoken very well. He spoke very well. The another thing he has spoken that touched my heart is all about this love we have been talking about here.
Volume small.
Okay. I said another thing that he spoke is what we have been talking about here. That is love. About love. So when you were talking about this document issue, we know that it's not easy because we know what it means when you sign for somebody, meaning you know the person, even though the person commit a crime, they might trace the person to you. We know all about that. But some persons as well, when you are taking like 5,000, 4,000 from people who don't have job, who don't do all those
no job, exactly.
It's your personal decision. If you don't want to help, don't help. If you still want to help, you can help without money. If you still want to help with money, also consider the person you are taking the money from, because most of them don't have job. So what I'm trying to say is that we should love our neighbors more, and let it start from the church. There is no love in our African churches in Europe here. Like my friend would say, if you don't want to see trouble in Europe here, don't go to African church. But that is not...
You become an enemy to the church.
That's true.
That is not true anyway. But when you look at it, most of the challenges you see at times, most of the quarrel, most of the enmity people keep around, all of them came from the church. And it's not supposed to be so. So let's example. I just it. Thank you so much, brother.
God bless you.
Wow. Anyway, my beloved people of God that is watching me this evening, once again, thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate your time and effort that you just took this evening to watch us and to share the page. God bless you richly as you have done that. Please continue to share the page for those that they are not online now. Maybe they can watch us later. Just share it and God will bless you. If we don't have any question, I think we're about to round up. But if you do have a question, please kindly put your last questions. We want to round up because we said we want to just have 1 hour program. So God bless you all for watching us. And please, once again, let's try to put these things we've just learned this evening to practice. Let's try to use our time in the positive way that will help us in this Europe. We all left Africa for us to become to make an achievement that will better our lives and our family. Let's stop using the small income we are achieving now to buy material things that are not needed. There are things we don't need. My brother said we should not buy things that we don't need. Buy what you know you need.
Yeah.
Instead of you buying 3, 4 phones, instead of you be buying 1,000 euro laptop to do what? Just to chat. There are people that use laptop. They don't even know the use of the laptop. Only thing they use is for to chat. Even the phone they are using, they don't even know they don't even know what the phone can do. So please, we need to correct our steps and change some of this our mentality. As long as we are living in this Europe, let's try to abide to some things so that we can able to better our life. And God will bless you richly. I need to on this computer. I want to off. Just a second. My computer want to go off. Where do I put the charger again? Okay. Just a second. Just a second before you switch off. So please, 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 let's try to do what is needed. Okay, we're about to round up. We're about to close. And please, I want to talk to every mother, every parent. Please, let's do everything possible to look after our kids. They are our treasure. They are the reason why some of us have documents in this Europe. They are the reason why we are here. So please, God has put us in charge to take care of these kids. Let's have time to look after our kids, not to look after our body. Some of us parents, we spent all our time to decorate our faces, to decorate our hair, our fingers. As a mother, you have a very long nails that is longer than a witch. How will you take care of your child? You have very long nails on your toes. You care about yourself, and you left your child unkept. You not only on the dressing side of the child, but some of us, we don't even have time to even to sit with our kids and talk with them, to know what they need, what is going around them. So please, we need to be very, very watchful. This is Europe. Anything can happen. We need to be very watchful. Africans, we should try to look after our kids. We should not copy the style of the European. We are not an European, we are an African. So let's do things in the way that is right. And God will bless us all. Please.
Amen.
So this time around, before we leave, anybody has to say something to the house who want to round up? Maybe one statement to the house. What do you advise them? Your last word for this night?
Well, being a parent, we know it's hard, it's difficult, but you just have to be a parent. That's the word, be a parent. Because if you don't be a parent, then there's no point, because some of us have 3, 4 kids, and my priority is my children. You know, one of my daughters is not feeling too well, so I've made the decision from work. Where I work, it's a good work, pays very well, but I've made the decision to come down to half pay to go on a part-time because my priority is my kids. So I have to be there for them. So my advice is let's encourage and talk to our kids and teach them the good ways. Because this land, when you have kids, they can go to school, learn a lot of things, bad things. And then when they come home, they want to do that experiment with you, what they've learned from school. Oh, said, do this thing. Oh, mom, no, I'm not doing it. No, later. No, you have to do it. It has to be done. This place, we don't smack kids. Africa is different. But we need to encourage our kids to find good friends that they go out with. Because bad friends influence kids. Look, London, almost every day there's stabbing of kids. Because when you go out in the evening, you see kids roaming about where they should be at home on the table with their books or laptop studying. They're out and about. I work for public transport, and being out on the road in the evening or any time of the day, you see 10 o'clock at night, kids, like 10, 12 of them, they go into the mate's house. That can be, because when they go there, drugs, you get influenced by older people, because the new style now is the older boys who are drug dealers get those kids they see roaming about, say, oh, I'll give you an iPhone. Can you take these drugs can you take this parcel to this man? Then when you get caught, then you, the parents, going to be in trouble. So it's you responsible as a parent to look after your kids, tell them what is good, what is bad, and make them know about God. Because if they know about God, things will change in their life. If not, they will just go astray. And that's what no parents really want. They want the kids to be happy and be joyful and learn and achieve what they want to do in life. So my appeal to brothers and sisters is for us to encourage and always talk to our children. Communication is the key. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Mr. Okocha?
So the last advice I have for them is this, that no condition is permanent that we normally hear is not for those that don't issue to come out in their present condition. So that everybody should work hard. There is nothing that is easy. Nothing is easy. Everybody should work hard. Everybody should set goals, and everybody should pursue their dreams. So this is just the last advice I have for us tonight. Thank you so much, madam. And my brother from London, thank you so much.
God bless you all for this night and for this wonderful words. My own few last word I will say for this night. My brother said we should cut our coat according to our size. I will say cut the coat according to your material, because it's not every material that you can use for coats. Yes, cut the style, the coat style according to the material. So you can't say because my sister plates are here like this, all go back, that I want you to, you can do me the same style. We don't have the same head. Yeah. Everybody has different shape of head. So let's use the shape of our body to measure the material we want to use, so that we can get the fitting of it. And God will bless you as you do that. Please, lastly, whatsoever your arm finds to do, do it well with all pleasure. Never despise a small beginning. It might not be working now. People might condemn you. People might call you names. Ignore, close your ears, and fix your eyes to God, because He is the author and finisher of your faith. He is the only one that has a final say over your destiny, over your life. No man can prevail or determine what will happen to you, but it's only God. So please, if you know you want to do a business, do it well. If you know you want to be a preacher, Study the Bible well. If you know you want to be a teacher, whatsoever thing you believe you have been called into that office, do it with all diligence, and God will help you out. Once again, we love you, and we're about to leave you guys this night. We will meet again by the grace of God next week, Monday. We're going to talk about how to build self-confidence, because that is one of the things that we've lacked. We don't have confidence in ourselves, so we are not able to do what we want to do. How to build self-confidence. So get yourself prepared for next week, Monday. Whatsoever question you want to ask, ask. Whatsoever thing you want to contribute, please, the Zoom is open. Just send me a text message. I will send you the code and you will enter in. Come and give your view. How to build self-confidence. If you don't know how to build your self-confidence, no man can have confidence in you. It's only when you believe in yourself, somebody can believe in you. So this is an assignment given to you this night, how to build your self-confidence. Go home and begin to ask God to direct you on how to build the self-confidence, and God will bless you. God will bless you once again. We're about to leave you guys, and I leave you in the hands of the Almighty Father, that the Lord will make you all to sleep this night like a baby and wake up healthy and strong like a giant in the morning for us to go to our different destination of work. And God will bless you all. We love you. Stay blessed as we leave you this night. Guys, don't go. I'm leaving the Facebook, but we are on Zoom just for a few minutes. Love you all. Stay blessed. God bless you. See you guys on Monday.